Today we will learn about the abstract factory pattern. Abstract factory pattern work around a super factory which creates other factories. This factory is also called as a factory of factories. This type of design pattern comes under the creational pattern, as this pattern provides one of the best ways to create an object. In abstract factory pattern, an interface is responsible for creating a factory of related objects without explicitly specifying their classes. Each generated factory can give the objects as per the factory pattern. The abstract factory pattern provides a way to encapsulate a group of individual factories that have a common theme without specifying their concrete classes. As we already have an example of the method pattern from our previous video, we will create another example of factory method pattern and will use it to extend to convert abstract factory pattern. For step 1, I will start by creating a new factory class, mobile language factory. Just like same as before, I will create another interface, mobile, and it will have a oops, sorry, I made a mistake. Interface, yeah, that's right. So we will declare one method here, release date. Okay. For step 2, we will create one concrete classes that will implement the same interface. I will start by, okay, let's see, class Swift, which will implement mobile, and we have to define interface declared class release date. Which will print out release year of Swift language is 2014. Okay. Okay, so I will copy, paste, and let's create one Kotlin class, okay, which will also implement mobile, and its release date is 2011 of Kotlin. For step 3, same as before, we will create an enum and a factory to generate an object of concrete classes based on the given information. As we already have mobile language factory, I will just create an enum OS. In enum OS, I will have two OSs, Android and iOS. And in mobile language factory class, I will create one method which will return mobile interface, and method get language for we will send OS type, with switch it will select the OS and return. For Android it will return Kotlin, and for iOS it will return Swift language. So okay, before we convert these classes to abstract factory pattern, let's test this one first, so we will be sure that it's working fine. Let's go to the main method, and I will mobile language factory. Okay, so now I will create two instances same as before, one mobile one, there is no new, it's without new. Get language for os.ios and copy paste for mobile 2, it will send Android. Okay, alright. So mobile.1 will both will print out their release dates. Okay, now let's execute it. Oh yeah, that's working fine. Okay, see, its instances of interface receiving the objects based on the information passed to it as like before. Now we have two factory patterns, one for web language factory and second for mobile language factory. Now we will use both of them to write an example of abstract factory method pattern. To do this, for step 1, let's create another interface to get factories for web or mobile language. Okay, first of all I will create one interface programming factory, and I will declare both the factory methods in this interface, and mobile language 4 and in the language 1. For step 2, our factory classes mobile language factory and web language factory should implement the programming factory this interface, and because programming factory contains both the methods, so both classes will need to define them. So I will copy mobile language 4 and paste it inside the web language 1 public, and it will return null. And don't forget to implement programming factory. Same with mobile language factory, implements programming factory and copy the mobile web 1. Return null. So, okay, it's almost ready. For step 3, we need another step to create a factory which will produce factory. Let's call it language producer. First of all, I will create, let's go to our main method class. So here I will create one enum app which will have two constants, web app and mobile app, and one class language producer, and it will contain a static method which will return programming factory and method name get language for app, and switch will receive app variable, and if web app if app is web app, then it will return new web language factory. But if it's mobile, then it will return mobile language factory. otherwise it will return null. See, it's so easy. For step 4, we will use factory producer to produce a factory which will build another factory, either web or mobile. So instead of using the web language factory, we will create another instance of programming factory which will have its same name of factory, but it will receive its factory from language producer or get language for app.web. We will do same with mobile language factory. Instead of mobile language factory, comment it out. I will paste it here. It will mobile web app and name it mobile language factory. Now when we will execute it, see, it's executing same thing as before, as we did with factory method patterns. See, that was the short example of abstract factory pattern. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. For next video we will learn about the builder pattern. Thank you. See you in next video.